All right.
Oh, welcome, Sanaz. Welcome.
How are you guys? How are you?
All the team is doing very well, and I'm doing very well. Welcome, Sanaz. So let me introduce my lovely, beautiful young lady, Sanaz. Whoop, what is that? Don't go away.
I'm right here.
Where am I?
You're right here.
You see, Sanaz, how challenging it is. I will join these things for a long time if I know it is so challenging like this. So, Sanaz is actually someone who dear to my heart. I love the activity for Sanaz. I never share how much I love it inside. And I don't think so tonight I can express enough to tell you what something you don't know it, but Sanaz is in part of my heart. Why? Sanaz is hardworking. Sanaz is dedicated for the program. Sanaz is actually put her mind, all of us, to be winners. That's why I love Sanaz, absolutely. But let me come back professionally who Sanaz it is for as a Opulence Global. Sanaz is Senior Vice President and the Chief of Designer of Opulence Global. Sanaz does not start in that place in the first place. Sanaz was a distributor like us. The last one, Sanaz started the business 2020 for multi-level marketing. And she was like us as a distributor, but hardworking, dedication, powerful woman she is. She was actually decided to be successful and actually make a lot of women, children, men, young men, all of us to become successful. Sanaz invested her time to develop our amazing product. That is, we actually dancing around and we look so beautiful. I couldn't even have a time to put it on all of them. See here? Let's put it all. Wow. It's actually, look at this. It's just meant to be. Sanaz not only thinking the beauty and the product we wear, Sanaz believes it's inside out beautiful. So she actually makes sure our health is the top, our product it is outstanding, and everybody should love it, and we can have an easy business to run. Let me, oh, yep. Thank you, Sanaz. Another thing Sanaz is also actually devoted to our marketing and designing how we can be successful for our international marketing. She's taking all these warehouses, everything in and out. While the corona happened and all the things disappeared, Sanaz was standing up with her team behind us and actually make sure all our product is delivered around the world. Where do you get dedication like that? Wow. Sanaz is a product of the product. Let's do that. Product of the, she is a role model for us. She is the fashion for us. Somebody we can proudly say, wow, this is our Sanaz. And she is dedicated not more than that every night, every Monday night to teach us and to show us the value for our product. Welcome, Sanaz. The microphone is all yours.
Thank you so very much, and a good evening, a good morning, a good afternoon, everyone. It is so good to be back. I was on the road most of July, and it's so good to be home. I want to welcome everyone who's just joining us as well. Sarah, thank you so much for that kind introduction. I can just imagine how intimidating it is, for everyone to just kind of joins on. And, being a host of the month is not an easy job. I know most people sometimes are, don't have the guts to do it because they feel very, very intimidated. But you know what? You cannot ever find success within your comfort zone. And, that's one of the biggest parts of growth in this industry. It's about growth. It's about stepping out of your comfort zone. It's about going above and beyond, what you normally do. And that is what's going to make you grow. It has been a very, very long couple of, days for me. I just want to give you all a little bit of an update. But before I give an update, I really want to give a shout out to everyone who's just joining us tonight. I know we have so many fabulous entrepreneurs on the call tonight, joining us from all across the globe. And, I know we also have some new guests that are on the call tonight. So if you are a guest, I want to really personally welcome you. Sahra talked a little bit about my background. But, you know, one of the biggest things that I'm just passionate about people. I'm passionate about helping entrepreneurs, not only through business and money, but through amazing products. And I have to share with you guys, I'm going to share a little bit about what I experienced during my Caribbean tour. And then, of course, I'm just getting ready for a United States tour, and eventually I'll be heading off to Asia as well. So there's a lot of great stuff coming. But I want to just take this time to acknowledge all the different countries. I actually saw the chat going crazy with some amazing attendees from all across. I know we, of course, Sarah was able to welcome everyone. I'm just going to welcome all the new people that are just joining us. But I know there's a lot of different people from all across Asia, all across Canada. I saw Ireland on the call tonight. I saw Africa on the call tonight. Philippines. I saw my Caribbean sisters. I got to tell you, Caribbean is dominated primarily by, I would say, 95% women. My goodness. And hello to Charlene, my dear. Welcome. It's good to have you. Hello, Nora from Niagara Falls. Oh my goodness. Am I reading this properly? Tammy and Chris. Love you guys. Miss you guys. Come into the office and see me. It's so good to have you on the call. Maria Baptiste, my amazing sister, who was just a powerhouse in Trinidad and Tobago. Hello, Joy, all the way from beautiful Australia. That is actually a country on my bucket list. So let's get Australia going so I can travel. Our CEO's been there. He's done an amazing tour there. I know we got Palawan on. Hello, my dear. Welcome. I know Daniela Ferrer is going to be going there as well and visiting, and Imelda and her team are doing some great stuff. Hello, Down Werner, all the way from Thailand. They were just actually featured on our yesterday morning's call. I would say an amazing job. I always get a chance to listen to the recordings, and I hear the stories, and there's just so many amazing stories. Of course, Hanmei and her team are on. Great to see you, my dear. Who else do we got? We got London, Larry, my trade show partner in crime. Good to have you on the call, my dear. Carolyn, my superstar new video that she just posted. Oh my God, if you haven't checked out her video, go check it. It's amazing. Mavis, love you, my dear. Had such an amazing time with you in Trinidad and Tobago. And Sherry and John are showing off the beautiful sunny Vancouver. We got a rainy day. We got Vancouver day today. But it's all good. Tammy Whitmere, good to see you, sweetheart. Great to have you on. And good evening, Sarah. All right, we got Marguerite Clark, another one of my amazing sisters. Congratulations, she just had LD1 in Trinidad and Tobago. And she actually got me to try something new. And it was phenomenal. For the first time in my life, tried curry goat, and my goodness, have I been missing out. I had a curry goat roti, and it was the most incredible thing. Annie Thomas, congratulations for being on all the way from Dublin, Ireland at 1 a.m. Wow. That is what you call a superstar, and I love that. And I see who else? Amarjeet, hello, my dear. So good to see you, sweetheart. And tuning in from Singapore. I know it's early in the morning for you as well. And I also see my amazing superstar Rico's joining us. Wow, Emma from Kenya, 3 a.m. When I read these notes and I see people that are on at 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., it just absolutely warms my heart, because, that just tells me how excited you are about building a business and how serious you are about your business. And of course, I can go on welcoming everyone for hours. Tonight, I'm going to be taking you through some amazing things. David will not be on the call with us tonight. Hello, Ival from the beautiful island of St. Lucia. Hello, Alan. Good to have you on, my friend. Alan Ogden. He's going to be amazing as well with a lot of the cool stuff that we're going to be doing. And of course, I appreciate, thank you, Annie, my dear. I appreciate it. I'm glad I'm getting you guys all excited. Now the chats are blowing up. Make sure you're messaging your team to get everybody on. And you know what? It's going to be amazing. And to anyone else that I missed, apologies. I'm pretty good with reading the chats, but when I get focused I'm ready to rock. So I hope you guys are all ready to go. I am really, really excited. It's so good to be back. I'm sure you all missed me on the Monday calls. You know, I tried. Hello, Stella. Good to see you, sweetheart. All the way from beautiful UK. Congratulations on your success when you hosted Renee as well. So I want to tell you all, as I toured, you know, one of the things that fuels me and enlightens me and gives me, oh, I'm not sure what is going on. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes, Sanas.
Okay, because it says that I was signed out. Not sure what that means. So give me a second. That has actually never happened on a Zoom call. So I'm not sure what is going on. Just give me a second. Just make sure I don't lose you guys. Okay, but you guys can hear me okay? Yes, okay, all right. So let me see here. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. All right, perfect. Everybody can hear me. So one of the things that I was saying, I know internet is crazy, right? And then I actually got a 5 a.m. alarm today from the alarm company because it was a thunderstorm here and our alarm went off at the office. So it made me panic at 5 a.m. It has been a very long day, but I am super excited. So I was sharing with you all, when I went away, I was in Trinidad, Tobago. I met some of our team from Barbados, and then of course, St. Lucia and Dominica. And I got to, first of all, congratulate everyone who really stepped up to make it happen. And, you know, booked the rooms, paid for the venues, got everything organized, got the teams ready, got everything really ready to go so that, you know, we could be there. Because at the end of the day, corporate can go down only when you have numbers, and it's strength in numbers, because obviously the uplines and the distributors can do that. But while I was away in the Caribbean, I got to tell you, this is the part that fuels my soul. When I hear all the amazing stories, when I hear the testimonials, and when I hear the product testimonials, when I hear what the products are doing for people, when I hear the business testimonials of what the financial freedom that people are reaching. And I got to tell you, in Opulence, we really suck at sharing our stories. I got to tell you that. I know some of you say, no, I share my story. No, we really suck at sharing our stories. Our company is making a massive difference around the world, ladies and gentlemen. Our company is changing lives. Every island, every soil that I touched, our company was changing somebody's life. Anybody that I met was humbled by the product, by the business, by the opportunity. And I want to share with you all, whether it was the basic, you know, and I mean basic, but we had a pharmacist who came to one of our meetings, owns a pharmacy, had given medication to his child, could not knock out a cold that was in his system, really bad cough and congestion. Antibiotics didn't do it. Put him on Fountain of Life, and this guy was just on fire. He said, 2 days the cough stopped. 2 days my kid got out of bed and started to jump around, and 3 a.m. was running around the house. And, you know, as I'm sure all of you can resonate, if you're a parent, the worst thing that can happen is to see your child sick and to see your child down and to see your child not feeling well. You know, I met with parents that their children had chicken pox and they couldn't get rid of the, you know, the spots and the itching. And by putting on the sterling and by putting on, you know, a little bit of FOL mixed into the sterling cream, they were able to soothe and calm down the skin. So, and then you hear the diabetes story, you hear the sickle cell disease, you know, you hear all these different types of testimonials with people coming through the gates with their amazing inspirational stories. People, you know, getting rid of their skin tags from having, of course, by using our Fairy Flawless lineup, getting rid of, you know, sort of large spots on their face, sun damage. I mean, you name it, everything from like literally head to toe, people telling me their hair was not growing. They had lots of dandruff. Their hair was falling out. They weren't able to function. Some of them had to wear wigs. Some of them had to wear caps. Some of them had to wear scarves. And you hear these stories and it's inspirational. You hear about alopecia customers that are losing their hair in chunks And now they're using, you know, our shampoo conditioner, and it's soothing the scalp because of course, all the amazing raw materials that we have in our product. So tonight I want to talk to you all very much as like your CEOs. You are all CEOs of your own company. Yes. You are all CEOs of your own entrepreneurship business. And the reason you launched with us was either because of the products or the business, regardless of why you joined, regardless whether you are a customer and you had a phenomenal testimonial and you thought, oh my God, this is too good for me not to share. I want to share it with people. It is so vital and important, ladies and gentlemen, for you to share your stories. Stories are real. Stories people resonate with. Stories are what inspire people. And it doesn't matter what type of story it is. Sometimes people think, oh, that's not important. You know, I had a lady who told me that her skin had fungus every time in the summertime. And if the sun hit it, she would get fungus, a white fungus on her skin. Yeah, forearm. Can you imagine having fungus on your skin, white, and you have like either black or olive skin tone like myself? You would constantly want to wear, long sleeve shirts because you don't want anyone to see it. Ever since she's been using our shampoo conditioner, our Sterling, our Fountain of Life combination. Yeah. So it's not just one product. It's a combination of products that work hand in hand together. She said, Sanaz, this is the first year that I've been in the sun. I've been out. It's hot. It's humid. Zero fungus. I said, why haven't you shared it? She says, it's embarrassing. I don't want people to know that I had fungus. I said, but that's going to inspire someone. What if someone else has the same problem? You know, if you don't want to share it, you know, then it's not, people will not know. By telling me, I can share the story on one call, but by putting it on, of course, our lives, it's going to make it different. Another amazing story I heard was about an 11-year-old boy, and he got eczema. And I have no doubt he got eczema during the time that all these sanitizers were going out. Yeah. And by kids using sanitizers on their hands, what do kids do with their hands? Touch their face. If you're watching my video, you know, they're always touching their mouths and they're touching their face and they're touching their food. Well, guess what they're doing? They're putting all that alcohol from the sanitizer in their immune system. So number one, it's suppressing the immune system. Number two, it's shutting down their immune system. Number three, it's causing eczema. Number four, it's causing rashes and other diseases that are prolonging over time. So this uncle actually started, and he didn't want to go to school. He had eczema all around his mouth, all around his face. And then of course, kids had to wear masks. So guess what it's doing? It's suppressing it. It's suffocating him. And the eczema just grows because now the skin is not able to breathe. A long story short, between the combination of course, Sterling, the microsilver spray, and of course, taking the Fountain of Life 5 drops, this boy was back up and normal within a week, being able to go back to school. So again, there's just so many of these stories that I heard. These are just a couple of the thousands upon thousands upon thousand testimonials that are out there that we're not even aware of. And I'm not saying I heard thousands of testimonials. I met a lot of people. I met hundreds upon hundreds of people in different seminars. But I got to tell you, everywhere I went, it was story after story. For myself, I got to tell you all, I basically was traveling to a lot of countries. I was traveling in and out of airports. I was sitting on planes. I was meeting a lot of people. I had to make sure that I stayed healthy. I had to make sure that I was, keeping up my energy. I had to make sure that I was able to maintain. I trained every day. I did tours every day. I did all the work for a consecutive of 14 days straight, not even one day break. Okay. 14 days straight. I was in a tour everywhere I went. And I was definitely, when I always say a product of the product, I was the product of the product. Between loading up on Fountain of Life, I was doing 50 drops of Fountain of Life while I was traveling every single day, morning, afternoon, night. People saw me taking drops in the meetings, number one. Number two, I was on clinical. I was on phytoclinical nonstop. I was taking one capsule a day consistently to also boost my immune system as well, and to make sure that I was absolutely unstoppable. Yes, Maria. And then third, of course, micro silver spray. In 2 weeks, I went through almost 3 bottles, ladies and gentlemen. Everything from spraying down the planes, everything from spraying down the seats, everything from spraying down everywhere I went. And I got to tell you guys, when I was in one of the planes coming home to Toronto, which is like a 6-hour flight from the Caribbean, there was a man in front of me, exactly in the seat in front of me. And this guy kept on coughing and coughing. And it was not a good cough. It was a bad cough. And I was like, oh, dear Lord. So all I kept on doing was I kept on spraying microsilver in the air. And I kept on spraying microsilver on my hair and my face and my seat. And the lady who was beside me, she's like, what is that? And I was like, it's microsilver spray. She's like, what does it do? So I had 5.5 hours to tell her about it. So I ended up pulling out my Safe Home Revolution book, and I started to show her all the products. She wanted to buy the spray. Of course, I didn't have the spray on me because I only had 1 bottle that I carried on the plane. Anyways, I got her contact information. I built like and trust with her on the plane. And she was like, I want to buy this. I want to buy FOL. I want to buy the Sterling. I want to buy. So really, you just have to be a product of the product, and people will resonate towards you when they see and they ask. You just have to be knowledgeable. That's why we put these Monday calls together, because people, when they hear about the amazing products, when they hear about what the things that it does, when people know that it's effective, guess what? People are going to want your product. And so everywhere I went, everyone was just absolutely mesmerized. I was shocked to find certain markets didn't even know how fabulous Fairy Flawless is. Look, we're an aging population. Whether you realize it or not, you got to take care of your skin. Fairy Flawless is a phenomenal anti-aging skincare line. A lot of people that saw me, when I went to St. Lucia, I've been to St. Lucia many times now. It's one of our original markets of the Caribbean. And, when I went there, everybody was like, oh my God. They didn't, first of all, when I went to the airport, they didn't recognize me. And I was like, hello. They were like, what happened to you? And I was like, what happened to me? They're like, you're so young. And I'm like, well, thank you. But the thing is that you got to take care of your skin. Your skin is a vital, important part. So by using Fairy Flawless, by cleansing your face, by moisturizing, by, of course, using your night serum, by using your eye, your lip, I mean, these are all vital parts of your regimen every single day. And one of the things that Carolyn did that I loved in her video, she did what's called an Opulence day. And I love the challenge. I love what she did with it, because she woke up and she talked about, what she does when she wakes up in the morning. So, she was like, I'm waking up right now. And now I'm yawning because I woke up at 5 a.m. And, first thing I'm doing is I'm brushing my teeth. And then the next thing I'm doing is I'm washing my hair with shampoo, conditioner. And then, of course, Flawless. And then, of course, Sterling. And then, of course, FOL. And I'm putting on my jewelry. I'm putting on my optical. I'm putting on my shoes. I'm putting on my watch. And that's what an Opulence day is. So if you really think about the series of what you do every single day, you are using your products from A to Z. And you can add that into your lifestyle. And, these are one of the things that you got to do. A lot of the women in the Caribbean, you guys can see it. I'm just kind of pulling my hair so you guys can see. A lot of the women were like, is that a weave? Which is that fake hair? And I'm like, nope, it is literally like my own hair. And I got to tell you all, my hair stopped growing. And the reason my hair stopped growing is I didn't understand. I was using, I thought I was using great products. I thought I was using, I was eating well and having my salads and all this stuff. But I got to tell you, you got to supplement your body. You got to supplement it with the right products. And one of the biggest things that has helped my hair grow is Fountain of Life. And I got to tell you guys a story. I actually had 2 big parties this weekend. So I went to the hair salon to get my hair done in an updo. And the hairstylist said, what are you doing to your hair? And I was like, what do you mean? She's like, you have so much baby hair that has come out. You have so much new hair growing. And she's like, your hair is so full. I usually use 1 elastic band to tie your hair. I have to use 2. Your hair has become very thick. Your hair has become very lush. Your hair has become heavy. You have lots of baby hair. And again, these are things that I don't notice on a daily basis because I'm using the product regardless. And I have no doubt 1000% it's a combination of Fountain of Life and Clinical that is being used as a combination that literally is making my body A, bulletproof, and B, just really boosting my immune system and giving all of the necessary phytonutrients that I'm missing, which are plant antioxidants and plant nutrients that are going into our body. Remember, our bodies not only have changed because of the food we eat, right? And a lot of us, realize that there is a lot of pollution in the air, number one. Number two, our foods are not the same way. Even the animals in the Caribbean that are out and about, and they're, being grass fed, and they're roaming free, and they're doing their thing. They're constantly being bombarded by free radicals and oxidative stress and, radiation and all that kind of stuff. So when we're eating a lot of our plants and animals, both, they are also being exposed to that. So our nutrient value in food is gone down. So phytoclinical is plant derived. So next week I'm going to have Jack back on with me as well. So we're going to talk to you guys a little bit about the launch and release and what's coming as well. So I'll have him on next week, Monday. I know he just got back from holidays and he's just kind of catching up on stuff. So we're going to talk to you a lot about clinical and how clinical is very different. It's a completely different vertical than Fountain of Life, how it's important to combine Fountain of Life and, of course, phytoclinical combined together, because that is what's going to really, really, boost your immune system in so many ways. It's going to bulletproof you. And one of the biggest things as well that I found, going between air conditioner, now pay attention to this, going between heat and air conditioner, heat and air conditioner, heat and air conditioner. Because when you come out in the Caribbean, between the heat wave and the heat outside, it is so hot. Any country you go in the summer in the Caribbean, yeah. So when I would come into my room would be cranked with AC, but I didn't want to get sick. And I know that clinical is phenomenal for allergies and congestion. And honestly, one of the days I remember feeling a little bit sniffly, and I took two clinical. I stuck to my 50 drops of Fountain of Life. Voila, went to sleep, woke up in the morning. I was brand new, back to normal. That is really important, ladies and gentlemen, because our lifestyles are very, very go, and you want to be able to maintain good health. You want to make sure you don't get sick. You want to make sure that your immune system is supported by the right phytonutrients that you need in order for you to be able to go on your daily basis. You want to make sure you have energy. You want to make sure you have good hair. You want to make sure you have good skin. You want to make sure that you have all those things. Go ahead, Zahra. So you want to make sure you are doing all those things. And therefore, it is vital and important to make sure that you are, being a product of the product in every vertical. Now, a lot of people say, well, I only, I want to just basically sell one product. And I want you to pay attention to this. I want to basically sell one product. So I'm just going to use that one product. I'm telling you, you are making a monumental mistake. Any entrepreneur that is successful never became successful through one product vertical. Every company that I've also known, and I want to make sure you guys all pay attention to this part, every company that I've known that has not been able to sustain long-term is based on a one product company. You never want to be a one product company. You want to make sure that you are carrying all the products. You want to make sure you are a product of the product. And the reason that we started to expand our product development, the reason that we started to expand, our product verticals in the beauty and personal care sector, it's because people need it. You see, ladies and gentlemen, more and more people are getting sicker and sicker by the day. There's more autoimmune disorders that are on the rise every single day. We were never exposed to having cancer in our families. It was like someone that we knew of a someone. Everyone has that C word now in their family. Everyone is hearing about autoimmune disorders. Children are being born with autoimmune disorders. Children are on insulin, taking diabetes medication. It is absurd. It is basically the foods and our diets and what we are consuming. And it is so important for all of you to see that you need to supplement your bodies, and you could reverse a lot of the things that are happening to your body by giving it the right phytonutrients it needs. So between FOL, it is going to absolutely blow your mind. If you're not taking the right drops in Fountain of Life, if you're not consistent with it, it is not going to do what it's supposed to do. You may just rub it into a headache or knee pain or something like that as a topical product, but you got to take it internally, because sometimes we take it internal and we think, oh, well, I don't know what it's doing for me. Keep on using it. If it's helping the sick, if you are healthy, imagine what it's doing for you. I had one of my staff come into my office today, and he's like, Sanaz, I don't know why, but I've lost weight with taking Fountain of Life. And I said, okay, that's normal. Number one, what Fountain of Life is reducing down any inflammatory state that your body is in. So it's reducing a lot of inflammation in your body. So you will go to the bathroom a lot more and void a lot more. For the men, it's helping in their prostate health, and it's reducing down a lot of the inflammation around the prostate. By the way, let me talk to you about prostate. We had a testimony. Well, the Caribbean team is very vocal about how they feel about their sexual desires in their life. I got to tell you, I sometimes had to kind of do this with my hair, because I would blush and get so shy from all the amazing stories I would hear, but it is amazing. So, some of the amazing stories, first of all, there was a gentleman that had, of course, like a lump in the prostate, an additional lump to the lump. And by rubbing Fountain of Life topically on the testicles, as well as ingesting it, whatever that was there basically came out, which is phenomenal. And as they say it, I'll say it the diplomatic way, but he got his mojo back. And the ladies were killing me in the meetings. They were saying, when us women are happy, when the men make us happy, then we're happy. And oh my God, I had to go under the table. I was going to die. But I mean, you know what? Of course, that is a very big part of our lives. And whether we like to talk about it, it is very, very important. Prostate health is a huge part of our health. What I love about phytoclinical, it helps with a lot of sort of the hormonal cancers, which is breast cancer, prostate. And of course, it's really, really important to understand that this has got to happen over time. Like, you're not going to take a product today and then tomorrow you're going to see results. No, it's about consistency. And I always use this analogy. It's like brushing your teeth. If you don't brush your teeth every day, what is your breath going to smell like? Well, why is it that when it comes to products like phytoclinical or Fountain of Life, people ask me, so do I have to use it every day? Yes, you do have to use it every day. It's about consistency. It's about, duplication. It's about being a product of the product every single day. Because if you're not consistently on the product, how do you want the product to consistently work on you? And so, people say, well, you look great. Your hair looks good. Your skin looks great. Well, yeah, because A, I'm a product of the product. B, I'm consistent. C, I don't miss a day. D, I endorse the product, and I got to make sure that I represent what I'm endorsing, which is good health from inside and out. A lot of times people make the mistake. They think that by just using the product, once in a while, it's going to maintain good health. I mean, if you have good health, yeah, it's fantastic. But if you want to have optimum health, if you want to be able to, protect your body from all the attacks that it's being exposed to on a daily basis, you want to make sure you have a very, very strong immune system. I want to share a story with you guys. I went to the Dominican Republic a month ago. Listen to this very carefully. I went to the Dominican Republic, of course, with our CEO a month ago. We were on vacation. The couple that we went with, they are not on FOL, even though when we were there, they were taking it. We're, of course, on clinical, we're on FOL. Of course, our CEO and myself, we always take all the products consistently. So we flew on our way back. We flew a business class. We were all in the first row. Our 2 seats were here. Their 2 seats was here. And we dined together. We hung out together. And on the last 2 days, they were not the gentleman was not feeling well. And he was like, Sanaz, do you have any Advil? And I said, yes, but just dose up on FOL. So he had a really, really bad headache. We sat down, we shared a pizza together. Listen to this. We all shared a pizza. It's been now a month, so it's passed by. We sat down, we shared a pizza together. We sat in the airport, we dined together, we went inside the plane, we kind of munched together, we hung out, we played cards on the plane together. We came back to Toronto. Came home. He called he called me and he said, Sanaz, I'm COVID positive. I said, what? He's like, I'm COVID positive. And he's like, you guys should isolate and quarantine because you guys might have COVID too. And so obviously we did our test. We were negative. The next day we didn't go to work. We tested, we were negative. We checked the second day, third day, fourth day, fifth day. We were negative, negative, negative. We actually, Ramin and I, never got COVID. We never had even 0 symptoms of COVID. We did not have any implication that we were sick whatsoever. They missed 2 weeks of work, because our immune system, sorry, let me just turn this light on. My lighting system is on a timer. Shut it down. There we go. Sorry about that. My lights all went out and I'm sitting there in the dark. So after about, and then I had the Caribbean conference and I was like, oh my God, I cannot be sick and I cannot, of course, have COVID. But my point is that they missed 2 weeks of work. They were in bed. They were super, super sick. Even though we ate with them, we sat with them, we dined with them. We did everything. And when I got on the plane, I sprayed it out. I sprayed everything down as usual. I'm like, guys, take my spray it down. They're like, don't worry. Don't be so paranoid. So it's not about that. It's about protecting yourself. It's about protecting your family. It's about being a product of the product. Everywhere I went, like I said, in 2 weeks, I went through 3 bottles of the microsilver spray. So you have to think about what it is that your health is worth and be able to use it and protect yourself. A lot of time. Oh, I got to tell you guys another testimonial of myself. So when I was traveling for 2 weeks, my suitcase was going from island to island to island, and it was going in airports and it was coming out. I was unpacking and I was packing again. I was unpacking and I was packing again. And of course, you have dirty laundry and you have clean laundry. And of course, as you separate it, it's still clean and dirty, right? So you don't want to mix the two. So I tried something really cool. You guys want to hear it? So every time, first of all, I was going to wear one of my dresses, and all my dresses, as you all know, are pretty fancy and all that kind of fun stuff. I always sprayed them down with a microsilver spray. Yeah, I sprayed down all my wardrobe, my shoes, everything with the microsilver spray. And the reason I did that is I wanted to refresh the material because obviously it's super hot in the Caribbean. I'm going from different hotels. It's going into different closets. I mean, I'm spraying everything down, but I wanted to be, really, and I needed to make sure I was the only one traveling for 2 weeks from all these islands. So I had to make sure that I was in superior health. And I got to tell you, the microsilver spray was phenomenal. Did I say phenomenal? I mean, it made such a huge difference. I've never tried that to refresh my clothes while I was traveling. I've never sprayed it down on my clothes to make sure it gets rid of any sort of musky smells from my suitcase. But by doing that, it did. And I got to tell you, it made such a massive difference. Highly, again, recommend for everyone to do that as well. The other thing as well is sterling. So, when you go, a lot of people will get sunburns, and they'll basically, after they get out of the shower, their skin is kind of blistering. Yeah. And one of the things that I was doing is every single day, after I would shower, I would really rub sterling all over my shoulders, all over my skin. Now, I didn't do a lot of sun tanning. I wasn't really on a vacation. I was really on a business trip, but I don't have one area that my body has peeled or burnt or got skin sort of blistering at all. And normally when I would go on vacation, I would get a lot of that. The other thing as well that I can share with you all that I did try and it worked was using Fountain of Life underneath my armpits as a deodorant. And my goodness, does that sucker work in the heat? Because really deodorant, and I never use antiperspirant anyways, but I tried it as a deodorant and it is phenomenal. And on Friday night, I went to a party. I'm sharing all these really personal things about myself. On Friday night, I went to a party. It was like 37 with the humidity. And it was an outdoor party. It was super duper hot. I, of course, wore deodorant and, of course, my perfume, but it was just so hot. I was like, oh my God, is my deodorant working? I was really nervous because it was 150 people at this party. The next night, I'm like, I'm using FOL. So I put FOL on, I used my perfume, and here I am walking out going, I'm trying to like smell myself, trying to make you guys laugh a little bit, by the way, as well, and lighten up the mood. And I was like, oh my God, it is perfect. There is no smell. There is no BO. What? Where does BO come from? Body odor. Where does, yes, I'm glad I'm making you guys laugh. Where does BO come from? It's bacteria. So when this area of your armpit is down, there's bacteria buildup, right? And it's hot and humid, and it's like a perfect place for bacteria to grow. Well, Fountain of Life kills that son of a gun, and it just goes whoosh. So it gets rid of any bad odor. The other thing as well I tried, so I've been experimenting all these really cool things. The other thing as well that it makes a big difference is sterling. So you could use sterling underneath your armpits as well. And not only it smells good, but it works because it's got the Fountain of Life and sterling. It's like a double whammy. Another one of the stories that I heard in one of the markets I went to, she's like, my husband, when I put on this sterling, I had lotion. And again, you gotta love the Caribbean. They're so vocal about their personal life. She's like, when I put on my sterling, I'll sometimes find my husband behind me going, smelling me. And I'm like, and what do you want? So we were just doing, laughing so hard at her. And she was like, I love sterling. And we're like, yeah, no wonder you love sterling, right? So anyways, having a lot of fun. Usually if I talk about these topics with David goes blue, purple, and green on these calls, but I'm just kind of trying to give you guys some amazing testimonials. Another one is the Caribbean mosquitoes love me. I mean, they absolutely worship me. Yes, the mosquitoes love me. And I have that blood that they all like to suck. So one night I got attacked and I had about 40 mosquito bites on my legs. And I'm talking like mosquito suckers got my leg. My goodness, they love like sucking all my blood. And so the first thing I do is Fountain of Life on a mosquito bite. Oh my God. Hey, that rhymes, by the way. FOL on a mosquito bite. I would put that on and immediately it would just get rid of the itching. It would get rid of the swelling. It would get rid of the inflammation. And it would just make it very comfortable. And so I really, really recommend if any of you have children or yourself or babies that get mosquito bites, and especially for babies, like they're itching, they're uncomfortable, they're crying, they're not going to let you sleep, put on FOL onto mosquito bites. It really, really goes a long way. I had a friend of mine who actually got bit by the pool yesterday by a water spider. And it was really, I guess, sharp and stung really bad. And we put Fountain of Life on it right away. And she was like, oh my God, it stopped itching, it stopped burning. So it's really, really important. I kind of laugh because I look at Fountain of Life, and we were talking about this in Tobago. If we look at Fountain of Life as like that one product to go to, but all of our products work in their own way, in different ways. And it's so important to make sure that you are using all of it. Honestly, my travel essentials became number one, microsilver spray. I cannot tell you guys enough. We can't make claims in Canada. We can't write about what it does, but let me tell you, buy the microsilver spray. It is a heck of a product. It is phenomenal. This past month that I was traveling truly showed me everything that the science I've read and has shown me. The microsilver spray, I got to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, it is absolutely phenomenal. I've used it by the way, we developed this product for you to spray it on your mask, because the 2 points of entry when it comes to bacteria or disease or whatever, it's nose and mouth and eyes, right? Any open areas. So first of all, you've got to spray down your mask, number one. Number two, when I was traveling, I would spray myself like almost like perfume, yeah? So I would get it on my hair. And the great thing about microsilver is that it what's the right word? I don't want to say it grows, because it's not growing, but it's long lasting. It's prolonging, I guess. So when it's on the surface of your mask, or it's not like a sanitizer, or it's not like an alcohol spray. where you kind of just spray it and then it's gone. It's long lasting. So when you're going and shopping for shopping carts, spray down your shopping carts. It is super, super important. Yes, Alan, I agree with you. I use it at the gym too. Microsilver is also the bomb for the gym, 1000%. Because what do people do? They're touching gym equipment, and now they're talking about monkeypox being, huge outbreaks. Well, it's happening through hands, right? So spray your hands, like spray the machine, spray your shopping cart, spray everywhere you go. I'm telling you, if you're not incorporating the microsilver into your day, you are making a massive mistake. Add it as a part of your DMO, just like you are adding Fountain of Life as your DMO. You want to make sure, which, by the way, those of you who don't know what a DMO is, can you guys put in the chat? Tell me what a DMO is. I know you guys know. Come on. There we go. Kathy Ann got it. Daily method of operation. Yes, my sister. I forgot it. Yay. Love you guys. Okay, perfect. So DMO, daily method of operation. You got to have a daily method of operation as well for you to be able to have that longevity. Give me a second. I just have Alan who's got his hand up. Alan, I've just unmuted you. Did you want to say something? Hi, Alan. You raised your hand. I don't know if it was you wanted to do that or was it a mistake, but I've allowed your speaker to be able to speak. Okay. All right. Until Alan lets me know whether he wants to speak. So one of the things that's really, really important is to have that microsilver spray every day as a part of your lifestyle. It is so vital and important to make sure you have that as your part of your DMO, Fountain of Life, Sterling, your shampoo, conditioner, your toothpaste, by using all these products. Now, if you're a guest and you're sitting there saying, okay, so what am I doing by using all these products? What I want to share with you is that by utilizing all these products every single day, you're creating your immune system not only to be boosted, but you're creating your immune system to become very strong, fighting off free radicals, fighting off disease. And at the same time, by doing that, it's allowing for your immune system to be able to neutralize those free radicals. Yeah. So whether it's the toothpaste, whether it's the Fountain of Life, whether it's the microsilver spray, whether it's the Sterling, whether it's our very flawless lineup, all of it combined. And then of course, now with Phytoclinical coming out, my goodness, I'm so excited about it. Alan, I've unmuted you. I don't know if you wanted to speak. I know you had your hand raised.
Oh, no, it was just an accident if my hand was raised, but I am loving everything you say. I actually bought a 6-pack of the microsilver spray so I can have one in my gym bag, in the car, in the bathroom, in the bedroom. They're everywhere in our house. Absolutely everywhere in our house. We don't live without it. We don't walk out of the house without it, even if we're just going for a walk.
You know what? 1000%.
Yeah, fabulous.
There's so many surfaces, Alan, that we touch that without realizing we do it, even as having it as a part of our hands, even spraying down our hands as we maneuver around daily. It makes a big difference because the microsilver basically expands on our skin as well. And it really is a huge protection. So thank you for sharing that.
Well, one of the cool things is we were shopping the other day and we had the microsilver spray. We're using escalators, right? So you're not going to spray the whole escalator. We sprayed our hands. You hang on, ta-da. And I wanted to confirm your story. We were at a gathering with about 600 people. There was a whole bunch of people that tested positive with COVID. We did not test positive with COVID. I every day so this is what I did. I put a dropper full of FOL in my mouth. I just kind of roll it around on my tongue before I swallowed it, make sure it got all around my mouth, and then swallowed it. I did that 3 times a day. 0 COVID for us.
Amazing. Those are honestly, I truly believe by having a strong immune system, you could fight off anything. It's just we have suppressed systems and we're not educated enough that we need to take these supplements to help our body. And with all the ailments and all the scares that we're having, it's very, very important to make sure that we are boosting our immune system to the max. While I have you on, Alan, I know that you've been instrumental, of course, in Phytoclinical, and we're going to have Jack on next week as well. But do you mind talking to me a little bit about that as well? Can I ask you a couple
No,
questions?
absolutely. Go ahead, for sure.
Awesome. So, phytoclinical is phenomenal. I mean, I've now been using it, and my goodness, just like Fountain of Life, when I used it, it was like, I swear by it, I live by it. I do not go a day without my phytoclinical now. It is such a phenomenal product. I'm not a fan of capsules personally myself, but because this product is so good, and because of what it does, I've been utilizing it religiously. Can you just give me a quick little comparison, the difference between a product like Fountain of Life and Clinical and how they differ?
I'd love to do that. So if we, here's how I was explaining it to people. If, let's say we have a forest fire somewhere, the very first thing we want to do is put out the fire. So the purpose of FOL is putting out fires. It's inflammation. It's battling inflammation. The next thing we want to do after something like that is we want it to grow back better than it was before. That's where phytoclinical comes in. It's helping the macrophages, the lymphocytes, the leukocytes, all of our white blood cells. It has a direct impact on those functions in our body. So while it has a minor effect as an anti-inflammatory, it has a much more powerful effect on our actual immune function at a cellular level than, say, FOL. So the two products together, they are incredible. They are so fantastic. So, people can get that picture in their mind. You got a fire, you're going to put it out with FOL. Now you want it to grow back. You want it to grow better than before. That's where phytoclinical is going to come in.
Oh my God, I love your analogy. This is such an easy analogy to remember, even for me, because I love analogies, as you notice. And I think for all of our partners, they want simplicity. They want to know, how does it differ? Because some people have been asking me, Alan, if I'm taking FOL, do I still need clinical? If I'm on clinical, do I still need FOL? And I'm saying, yes, you need the combination. And the analogy you just used, I absolutely love it.
Thank you. Yeah, and remember, every day in our body, we're exposed to something new. 30,000 viruses a day. We're fighting some inflammatory response in our body. Even if we're not aware of it, our body is fighting fires every day. And so FOL is putting out those fires every day. And then we want this regrowth. We want this, this immune function to be its best. And that's what phytoclinical is going to do for us. So there can't be a better combination. Honestly, it's phenomenal. I'm so excited. I really am.
Me too. I'm super, super excited, Alan. I mean, it's great to have great products, but when you have a breakthrough product with a combination like Fountain of Life and Clinical combined together, it's like, and then of course, collagen is going to be coming on the other part, and that works on a different part of our body. But it's exciting. It's honestly super, super exciting.
So do you mind if I make a comment on collagen?
Not at all.
So our 35% of our body mass is made of collagen. That's a big part of our body. Something as simple as the vitreous fluid of our eyes is 100% collagen. And it changes every 2.5 to 3 days. So the need for collagen in our body is great. But we can't eat collagen. We need it prepared for us. So we're not like a dog. We can't chew a bone. So we need enzyme hydrolyzed collagen to help our body build collagen stores. So if we look at aging really, we look at somebody and say, oh, that person looks kind of old. What are we noticing? Lack of mobility, which means their collagen is low. Lack of immune function or ailments. So, we have the answer to aging in FOL, phytoclinical, and collagen. They're just such an amazing combination. There's 5 main types of collagen in our body. And when the mix we're using, I know that kind of the basis of what we're using, it's going to supply all of the amino acids to make any kind of collagen our body needs. And so I know it's going to be another really phenomenal product. And those 3 products together are just an incredible anti-aging package. It's I can't wait for them all to come out. I'm just like, Yeah. Yeah.
I know, me too. You know, it's a lot of times I want to kind of blurt out what we see and what we hear, and I kind of have to control myself. But let me tell you, I'm so excited with everything that's coming. And you know, one of the big things, Alan, as I traveled around and I met people, I said, look, this is me. I like for me to be able to speak to you guys from the heart. I like to be able to tell you I'm the one who's working with our scientific team to develop and create products. I'm not a scientist, but I work with phenomenal scientists that you know have the knowledge and information. But every time we want to create something, they get excited because they know that what we're putting into our products are just phenomenal, and not only ingredients but true actives that really work, that truly make a difference. And that is so important. So I want to share with everyone, when things take longer to develop in our company, it's not that we want to slow down the process of anyone purchasing product or using a product. We just want to make sure we do it once and we do it right, and we don't have to recall anything back.
Yeah, yeah, that's so important. And everything that we're doing, I did an extra study on FOL just out here, just on lignans and the power of them. But everything that we're doing, like we know it works. I mean, yes, we've got lots of testimonials, but I'm a scientist, so you know, you can't be a scientist and not be a skeptic. That doesn't work. Scientists are just by nature skeptical. We're there to prove things. And so, you know, the things that like phytoclinical, things like collagen protein, I've used collagen protein medically for almost 4 decades. You know, that knowing what it does for people, how it transforms their life. It's, and the combination of these three together, it's a dream team of anti-aging products. It's really a dream team.
Honestly, I feel the same way, and I'm so glad that you shared. I wasn't sure if you wanted me to, and this is one of the reasons, ladies and gentlemen, I did unmute Alan as well. You know, you're gonna be hearing from him a little bit more as well, but he is just a wealth of knowledge. He's got so much amazing information, and you have a great way of explaining it in a very simplified version, as opposed to the scientific version, which is fantastic. I love your analogy that you just made with between the fountain of life and of course clinical, because I think it's just really going to make a huge difference for people. And like you said, with the combination of collagen, they all do different, but you know, fountain of life works differently than it does collagen, than it does clinical. But you know, as we age, as an aging population, this is what we need in our immune system to age gracefully, to age in a more healthier way, where you know, we're not ending up with dementia, we're not ending up with Alzheimer's, we're not, you know, getting that activation of the cancer cells in our body, where we're putting, you know, in our wheelchairs because we can't walk around anymore. And all of this really does combines and makes that difference. So we're trying to protect everyone's immune system.
Yeah, it's so much fun, right? Because you know what you're doing, people are going to get the results, and they're just going to come back and, you know, shower you with love. I mean, what else can they do? It works. You know, it's just that's the way it is. I just want to tell you one quick story about collagen, if I can. So this is my latest one. 87-year-old lady who was visiting family here. She fell and broke her hip.
Wow.
Very tough break at 87, right? At that age, there's a high chance that it could be fatal. Anyway, we got her in the hospital, and what we did, because we couldn't take any supplements in there, so we made tea every day with a little bit of FOL and collagen protein in it.
Nice.
And she would drink her tea twice a day. It was so nice of her family to bring her tea into her twice a day. And her orthopedic surgeon was amazed at how quickly, he told the family she'd be in the hospital 3 months. She was out in less than a month. 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks, she was out of the hospital. And that is all because we reduced the inflammation, we replaced the collagen. That's what she needed, and boom. That's the kind of things we're going to get people really excited about.
You know what, 1000%. And those are the different stories that we hear. And that's why, Alan, I keep on screaming and pulling my hair out and saying, please share your testimonials, because it's the testimonials that, you know, people need to hear, and it inspires us, and it just, you know, gets people that are sitting there saying, well, do I really need this product? You know, a lot of times, unfortunately, and I'm sure you see this as a scientist all the time, a lot of people cheap out on their own bodies. They're not willing to buy a product, and they make 1,000 excuses. It's expensive. Well, expensive compared to what? What is your health worth? Why is it that we wait till we get sick, and then people spend an arm and a leg, and they sell their cars, and they sell their homes, and they sell, you know, everything they got to be able to get their health back? Why not prevent it by using an amazing product that are at your disposal, and you could use it on a daily, monthly basis, and that way it just protects your immune system. So this is some of the things that we really, really need to emphasize on. We need to get everyone to share more stories, ladies and gentlemen. Honestly, I've said it, sharing is caring. You gotta share. And if you're not sharing, you're missing out. If people are not on these calls, they're missing out. Look what they missed out on tonight. Look what, you know, the information that people could have gained from being on this call, whether it's a guest or your brand new partner or anyone. So thank you so much for sharing, Alan. I really appreciate you.
My pleasure. Thank you.
And we'll have you back on to be able to share more in future calls for sure.
Okay.
Awesome. All right. So I do have a couple of other questions I do want to just give me 1 second here. So Victoria is asking, aside from Fountain of Life, do you take other supplements? Great question. So yes, I am currently taking Phytoclinical, which is our future product for release, where it's in actually the production line. And we're hoping to launch it for the fall conference. So we'll be doing a special for anyone who does attend the fall conference. I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about that. Aside from that, I am taking collagen and biotin, but I'm doing a lot of testing from this stuff that we're doing because I'm going to be putting it into our collagen. So I'm really not using one product consistently. I'm using different ones, and I'm speccing out the different products because, of course, I have to see what's in the market. But overall, the continuous supplements that I use on a daily basis religiously is our products, collagen, Phytoclinical. Arnold, you are asking, where can I get Phytoclinical? It is not released yet, my friend. We are going to be releasing it this upcoming fall. It is in production right now. It's actually our brand new product that's going to be launched. We already have some clients that are on it. We're using them as a case study as well, and they're kind of using it for their testimonials as well. But it will definitely be released, hopefully. Well, not hopefully, it will be released this fall. So get ready. We're going to be doing, of course, pre-orders. So when we do pre-orders, ladies and gentlemen, take advantage of those pre-orders. Whenever we do pre-orders, that is the time for you to really, really take advantage of it as well. I do have a little treat for you guys, so don't go anywhere. I want to show you something really cool. I have one more question. I have a friend's wife with a lot of acne on her face. What are the best products? Okay, great question. So the question is, I have a friend, her wife has lots of acne on her face. What are the best products? So acne is usually, again, bacteria buildup. So I would definitely say eat FOL. I kind of say eat FOL, but take FOL internally. And then I would definitely say to use our Fairy Flawless Cleanser and Day. So cleanser and day product, definitely, of course, use those. You're going to see a massive difference. One thing people ask me, should we put Fountain of Life on our skin? And I'm talking about the face. I would recommend 1 drop if you're going to put it onto anything. Fountain of Life is a very strong product for your skin, for your face. I don't put any of it on my face. I find that it heats up. I don't know if you've ever applied FOL on your skin. It actually heats up the skin wherever you put it. Yeah, I'm sure you guys have all felt it if you've ever put it on your skin. So I don't actually put it on my face. Your face skin is super sensitive and as well super thin compared to the rest of your skin. So I find if you do put Fountain of Life on your skin, it will heat it up a little bit and it's a little too much. If you were to put FOL, a drop of it into your skincare and rub it in, 1 drop is all, but you don't need it because if you're using our Fairy Flawless day and night, they both have FOL in it. So you really don't need it as long as you are using our Fairy Flawless product as well. But I do also, if you do get like a burn, like I had one of my employees at the office, she was frying fish and the fish was wet still. So when it went into the frying pan, the oil splattered all over her face. And she basically did put FOL all over her skin. And it was able to get rid of all the burn marks, and it didn't allow any blistering to the skin as well. Okay. And can you say what are the components of FOL? Absolutely. So Fountain of Life derives from the spruce tree. It is from the sap, basically, of the spruce tree. It's the only ingredient in the Fountain of Life, but the way that we basically mix it, it comes with trimethylene glycol, which is a corn derivative as well. So there's not all these chemicals. There's zero chemicals, actually. There's no alcohol in the Fountain of Life. And that's a great question, of course, coming from a brand new person or partner. Some people would say that they don't believe on testimonials, rather on clinical and scientific study. Yeah. So rather than testimonials, can you give us an idea? So there's always, I believe that if you try to oversell a product and you make it sound fake, I think sometimes I hear some testimonials, and honestly, it's overselling a product. Never try to oversell it. I think people can see when you are, genuine about a product, and I think you can also see that when you're sharing your testimonial, if you're genuine about what you're sharing, it makes a huge difference. So, will everyone believe you? Maybe, maybe not. Will everyone buy from you? Absolutely not. I can promise you that. Some will, some won't. So what next? That's my analogy. Some will, some won't. So what next? Your job is to tell enough people. And honestly, what I've come to the point of, when people say no to you, they're saying no to themselves. That's really the realistic idea. People will say no to you, and it's either they don't have enough information, or they've never used the product and they don't know. So I find that testimonial page is really important. And I also believe that third-party credibility is really important. Third-party credibility is a testimonial page. If you're adding people and you're letting, not just randomly add people, but talk to people about the product, let them know about the product, and then say, I'd love to add you to a testimonial page where just random customers are sharing their testimonials for you to see it. And then if they read the testimonials, it may inspire you, it may not inspire them. But if they buy, great. If they don't buy, no problem. At least they're in the loop of what's going on. Another thing as well that I will tell you, this is just human nature, okay? This is just human nature. It's not you specifically. It's not Sanaz Human specifically. People will watch you for a while before they ask a question. I have thousands of people that follow me. On my business page, I have about 9,000 people, I think, almost, or 8,000 people or something like that. But only 400 or 500 views happen on my stories. Usually about 100 likes to 150, maybe 200 likes happen, depends. But more than 1,000 people watch my stories that happen. So people are watching you whether you realize it or not. The most important thing is to be consistent. Do you guys hear that word I keep on saying, consistent? Consistency is the key to financial freedom in every perspective. Consistency is the key to health freedom. If you are consistent with the products that you use, you will ultimately do something for 6 months. I promise you're going to see results. Yeah. Do the same thing over and over in your business and be consistent in your business. You will be successful. A lot of people are not consistent enough to develop people in their organization. They give up too quick and then they fail. And then they wonder why they fail. So products, usage, testimonials are the same way as well. All right. So, I know I went a little bit over. I'm so sorry. And there's a whole bunch of questions I still haven't got to. I do apologize. I do want to tell you guys something new I have for you all. So, first of all, until I pull up my slides, I want to share with you all that if you haven't bought your conference tickets, you guys need to get your conference ticket. The early birds are going out. And some of you have been asking, what's included? That is like a full 2-day training. It's got a gala dinner on Saturday. We're going to be doing an award ceremony. You get a chance to dress up. You get a chance to look good. And, we want to make sure that all of you are there. So it is a formal sit down. We haven't done an event like this since COVID. So let me just, I gotta get my screen up. So it's really, really important to make sure that you and your entire team is there. By the way, they are saying, and they are talking about possible lockdowns coming in the winter season, and I'm talking November, December. So this might be ideally a great time for you to get together with your teams and reunite with people and kind of get yourself get yourself reunited with your organization as well. Okay. All right. So what I want to share with you all, let me just share with you guys. Some of you that have been following me on my business page. By the way, if you are not following me on my business page, I do recommend for you guys to follow me there. It's Sanaz Human Biz, B-I-Z. It's just the same as my business page on my Facebook as well. I do share a lot of great stories, inspiration, a lot of little sneak peeks, what's going on when I get on my travel journeys. I do share that as well. So I want to make sure that all of you are following me there as well. All right, so I want to show you guys something exciting that we have been working on at the office. Let me just pull this up. And let me see here. Awesome. Okay, so first of all, if you ever want to share this product Crossfire with anyone, that QR code on the bottom left part of the screen is there, and you can definitely just reach out to people and scan that QR code, and it'll bring you exactly to the link for this call. Another thing as well, if you've been on my Instagram, you would have seen that we've been doing an amazing shoot for our summer 2022 lookbook, and it has dropped. It is ready. It is in your back office, ladies and gentlemen. This is actually an amazing, amazing catalog. I'm running the pictures as you're seeing it go. It's 57 pages of absolutely style, glamour, new summer vibe photography. There's some new products in there. I don't know if you're going to see them, but you're going to get really, really excited. The full book is available in your back office. I want all of you to grab your cell phones for a minute, turn on your camera, turn on your camera, turn on your camera. Ready? Scan that QR code that I have that says scan me, and that way you're going to be able to get that. So grab your cell phones, everyone. Grab your phone, scan that QR code, and it's going to direct you into exactly the ISU page of where our catalog is. And guess what? Through ISU, you can actually just flip through. Once you scan that, let me know when you've already scanned it and you got the catalog up. All you got to do is click, click, click. You can save the images on your phone. You can share the catalog. You can flip through. This is a kind of advanced technology that, and again, if you guys can see my screen, well, you guys can't see my screen, but it's all good. I want all of you guys to do it right now. Scan, scan, scan. You should be able to see it as well. And again, that's a catalog. By the way, you should be sharing with your customers. You should be sharing that testimonials with your customers. Yeah. So again, this is something that is absolutely huge. We've been working on it. We had an amazing, amazing photo shoot for that. And you want to basically go out there and to share. So I apologize. I went a little bit late. I'm just excited. I haven't been on a call for over a month. There's been so much amazing stuff that's happening. Next week, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to all invite your guests, invite your new brand partners. There's lots of new brand partners that have gone on board. Invite, invite, invite. We're going to have a special treat. We're going to have, of course, we'll maybe invite Alan to come back and join us with Jack for next week. So that way we can, of course, be able to answer all of your questions, inspire you with phytoclinical and what's coming. Please, by the way, our barbecue this Saturday is completely sold out. We hit maximum capacity. For those of you who have RSVP, we look so forward to seeing you. For those of you who are in Toronto, I do want to share, we are going to be having a special sale. We're going to do a blowout sale. So we have lots of last call items on a table. They're not going to be on the website. Some of them are just, starting from like $5 to $10, like really, really cool little treats for everyone who's coming to the barbecue. And so make sure you are early. We start at 11. We finish and wrap up by 3 o'clock. Make sure you are early. We are going to be serving lunch as well by noon. So we want to make sure everyone's there. And if you've RSVP'd, we look so forward to seeing you. If you didn't RSVP this year, we will miss you. We will see you the following year. We're going to be going back to our normal, events that we used to do as well. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, I hope tonight's call has inspired you. It has got you excited. It has got you pumped up. And I look forward to seeing every single one of you at our fall conference. Fall conference will take your business to the absolute next level. Make sure you are booking at the Sheraton. It is a 2-day event. Start dress shopping, ladies, because we want you to glitz and glam and put on your best outfit for the Saturday night. And of course, I appreciate all of you. Thank you for spending your evening with me or morning, wherever you are. I hope I have pumped you up and I've got you excited. So Sarah, I'll pass it on to you to close the call, my dear.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. There is actually so many people join with us, so many love huggies. You guys don't see that, but I am so honored and be humbled to be here. Wow, a lot of love is Sanaz, you're back. I think so the love and kindness and all things double it up or triple it up. So thank you. I'm gonna share my screen quickly and just to let you know what's upcoming. Already Sanaz shared it with you. So the conference is almost done, and I recommended you, all of you, book your ticket first and then book your airplane. Is booked for everything, and see you so soon.
Sorry, can I just add here as well? This is really important.
Yes,
by the way, for those of you who have marketing pool bonuses, this is something that you want to make sure that you use your marketing bonus for that. Sorry, can you go back one screen, my dear?
Okay,
So
sure.
I know you have the conference page up. This is happening September 23rd, 24th. It is a do not miss event. This is an event that if you want corporate to take you seriously, if you want corporate to know that you are serious about your business, this is a do not miss event. This is a business event that will skyrocket your business. We're going to have Jack there. We're going to have David there. We're going to have myself there. We're going to have Dr. Alnes from Finland on as well. You already see it on the poster. We have some crazy IT releases that we're going to have for you. It is only $249 for 2 full days of training, food, and gala dinner. Okay, I want to make sure that I reiterate that. We have been able to, we're subsidizing half of this event corporately. So all you got to do is get your tickets for this 2 full day event. Dress code is, of course, business attire for the 2 days. Evening time, it is dress up. So I want to make sure that all of you know it is a party. We are having DJ, we are having dancing, we are having music, we are having a formal sit down dinner. So it is really, really important, number 1, to be there. Number 2, you want to be there to support the recognition of your team. It is so vital and important to make sure that your team, when someone goes up, you are cheering and excited and sharing that synergy and celebrating each other. We haven't done an event like this since COVID. So this is an opportunity for us to reconnect. We're going to have photography, videography, dancing, music, great food. You guys know, I know how to throw a mean party. So we're going to be having lots of great food. But I'm telling you guys, we are not, and I'm telling you once again, and I'm going to tell you for the 3rd time, we are not extending the early bird. So if you think that you're going to go, and Renee is not buying early bird tickets this time. So if you miss the early bird, you're going to have to pay the full price. Okay, did you hear me? So you're going to have to pay the full price, which is $50 more. It is $299, and it will go up to $349 as well. So it's going to go up by $100 eventually. So you want to make sure you go online tonight. Do it tonight. Don't say I'm going to do it tomorrow. If you're serious about building your business, if you want to be trained, if you want to have that, mentality of being a successful entrepreneur, you need to be at this event. A lot of people are like, should I be there? Should I tell my team? The answer is 1000% absolutely. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, there is a recession coming. There's going to be an economic collapse coming. People are going to need income. People are going to need an opportunity. People are going to need a system. We're going to show you that 2 days intensively. We're going to show you all the amazing infrastructure that is going to help you boost your business. So this is a do not miss event. I cannot stress it enough. I cannot tell you enough. And when people say, can you mentor me when you're not in an event? And the answer is absolutely not. Because if you want me to mentor and coach you, if you want me to work with you, you got to show up to events, which is the most basic principle that you can do to protect your business. You know, being in the business is the easy part. Protecting your business is being at these events. So get in the car, jam pack it, put 5 of you in a, you know, in a hotel room, but just make sure you do not, did I hear that? Do not miss this event, because this will take your business to the next level. Once again, I want to reiterate, once early bird is gone and early bird is about to end, August 22nd is just around the corner. That's next week. August 22nd, it is about to end. It will not be maintained at $249. We are going to be putting the price up to $299, and then eventually it is going to $349. So I don't know how much I can tell you this over and over and over and over, but I just got back. I'm back in the office. We finished the inventory. So now my focus is this amazing event that is happening. I got new product development coming your way. I'm going to blow you out of the water. You're going to see some sneak peeks in the catalog. So there's a lot of really, really cool stuff coming up for this event. Sarah, sorry to interrupt you.
No,
I just
that's okay.
I needed to reiterate the importance of this.
You just doing what I introduced you earlier. I say Sanas is the Sanas. Sanas is for us to actually lead us. So I'm going to buy my ticket. I didn't buy it, but it's going to be tonight or either tomorrow morning. I shouldn't say tomorrow morning.
Tonight.
Tonight. That's it. Thank you.
All right.
So we're not going to take you out too long. So I'm going to share with you one more slide, and that's it. I have to promote whatever Sanas will be there with Ifrah, and also our other event is for India and around the world. So, wow, come out. So maybe I should.
Well, you know, Sahra, while you pull up your screen, I'm super, super excited to be going to United States as well. But I know my sister Ifrah is heading down to Edmonton.
Yes, the Edmonton one is here. So Sister Ifrah is going to go Edmonton. Sister Sanas will join with us with Ifrah on United States. So this is the calendar is the 26th August. And Sanas and Ifrah and the rest of the team who is there, they're gonna be there together. And I'm gonna go back to the Ifrah one, the one who's 17 August for after the barbecue. Ifrah, she heading into the Edmonton. And another event, I really want to encourage you, this time, I'm glad I have the microphone. All of you really I want you register in your mind to attend all the webinars. All the webinars is good, it's education, but at the same time, in order to build your business, you have to invite for the Zoom calls. Like, for example, every Wednesday, Renee is doing it, Monday, and Farnisha going overseas, Sister Amajid, all the Asia, 35, almost more than 30 Zoom calls happening to our organization, our Opulence company. And sometimes it's all this time and devoted personnel who is waiting you, sometimes has the less number, I don't know how many they are, but we should be inviting. That's how the business grows. That's how your business grow for you. So please, I'm encouraging you, if I get this opportunity to be host of the month, invite. So if there is no other questions, I'm done for the night. Excellent.
Thank you so much, my dear. It's been great to be on. Don't miss next week. See you all at the barbecue this Saturday. Most importantly, go buy your conference tickets now, tonight. As soon as you hang up, go buy your ticket and see you all then.
Excellent. And don't forget the forensic on tomorrow night. Excellent. Yes. Yay. Thank you, Sanas. Thank you. I'll be honored to host you.
Good night, everyone.
Okay, good night.